R. Kelly calling back. Hold on. Kale's calling back.
From a federal prison. You will not be charged for this call. This call is from
Robert Kelly.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To accept this call, press 5. To block this call, you may begin speaking now.
Yeah, KB.
Hey, what's going on? It's me, Miss Sharron, and we still online.
Yeah, the point hey guys, the point I'm making is,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Why wasn't Officer A charged? Because I know a lot of people want to know that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Can you hear us? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? I hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear me? All right, she gonna probably jump back on. She's having sound issues. I hear you. Can you hear me? Your sound is out. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know what they doing to your phone all of a sudden. You're gonna have to hold on. Can you hear me? Dang it. Just drop down and come back on. Drop down and come back on. I'm gonna drop her out and let her come back on, but I would love to know why was Officer A not charged. She did something that was illegal. Why was she not? You
Can you hear me now?
I hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead. We want to know why wasn't she charged, Officer A?
Because when they went to question Tasha K, she told them, based on the First Amendment, freedom of the press, she had a right to share information that was anonymously sent to her. And so she had her lawyer stop them from going any further.
But
you hear me?
If it was anonymous, don't they know who Officer A is?
They know. So that's what Robert's lawyers are trying to get at. There seems to be some type of roadblock. And then some of the investigation was kept private. They won't give Robert's lawyers access to that. So we are doing our part in terms of protesting with the Department of Justice. The lawyers are doing what they can do in terms of filing the correct paperwork. And you just do all things and try to get this to the right place.
Okay, yeah, I know Tasha K should be charged, or maybe not should be charged because she's not that officer, but I'm talking about that officer that they did the investigation and that they know did it. Why wasn't that officer charged? Because that officer is not anonymous. They know who she is based on what R. Kelly said.
Right, that's what we all want answers to, and that's why Robert was asking people to mail the Department of Justice, the Office of the Inspector General, or Merrick Garland. You can send 2 letters, one to Merrick Garland, who is the U.S. Attorney General, and one to Michael Horowitz, who is the Inspector General, and ask for the completed R. Kelly, Tasha K, Officer A investigation. We need to know what happened, and we need to have transparency so that we can trust our judicial process. The Department of Justice address is 950 Pennsylvania Avenue, Northwest, Washington, D.C. 20530. What I was saying is...
Can you say that a little slower again, please?
Okay, the Department of Justice, the acronym is DOJ, 950 Pennsylvania Avenue, Northwest, which is NW, Washington, D.C., 20530. And you would send it to the Inspector General's office, which is Michael Horowitz, HOROWITZ. And you can send a second letter to Merrick Garland, MERRICK GARLAND. He is the U.S. Attorney General. He's going to be the boss over everybody. So he's going to be the one that will say, you know, what's going on with this, give us the finalized report. But it's, you know, you gotta do protests in the street and in the courtroom. You've got to fight for justice. And it's like you said, if Robert can't get justice, if R. Kelly can't get justice, then who can? This is an icon, a legend, someone who has sold into the U.S. economy for 30 years. Sold into the U.S. economy for 30 years. He's paid $500 million in taxes easily without breaking a sweat. He's employed tens of thousands of people over his 30-year career. And that's outside of just entertaining people. And how many people has he inspired? So we have to look at the global picture and the big picture. And everybody should take an interest in this story. What you want is a fair process. You don't want to, and I heard what you said, where you said people are blaming him for what happened with the sex tape in 2008. They feel like he was guilty. And let me say this, I knew Rashana. I saw the tape, and I cannot tell you that was her. I'm someone who knew her. I saw her once a week. So I know what she looked like. And when I saw the tape, I could not confirm that was her. So you cannot look at a tape. Nobody has ID on. Nobody has name tags that says this is who I am. And when she testified this time, they gave her immunity. They offered her the promise of $14 million, and they gave her Section 8 housing. Anyone would lie for any one of those things. If you get all three, of course you can change your story.
Hold on. Wait. You're saying they offered this woman $14 million in Section 8 to testify?
She got Section 8. She had a young child.
Hit the link. So you saying she got, go ahead, I'm sorry, I just want to tell Ms. Spitfire to hit the link. Can you please repeat that? What did she get out of testifying?
She got Section 8 housing. She got the promise of $14 million, and she got immunity for alleged PPP fraud. In order for you to file a PPP loan, that means you had to have had a business that was generating, $60,000 a year or more. You can't also qualify for Section 8 housing if you had that kind of money coming in. So common sense says if she was able to get a PPP loan, that means that was fraud, because then she was eligible for Section 8 housing with a child, which also means you have a deadbeat dad. You can't locate him because he's not taking care of the child. You know, the income has to qualify for you to even get a Section 8.
So basically,
and then
she traded out her charge, potential charge.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, of PPP loan fraud, and traded it in for, lifetime Section 8 or extended period time Section 8.
And the promise of $14 million.
And the promise of $14 million. Hell, I might tell on the line on somebody for $14 million.
There you go. That's what I said. I'll lie on somebody for $14 million. Shoot. And so you have to, and not to mention her mother was having sex with him. The auntie was having sex with him. Like, it was just.
Hold on. You're going too fast. Wait a minute.
Yes, it's a hot mess. I'm telling you.
You said the mother. No wonder everybody mad. Is there anybody he didn't have sex with? The mother and he had sex with him too.
This is what I know. When I worked for Robert, I'm in the kitchen. I was his nutritionist back then. I found some naked pictures of Sparkle in his drawer. She was on a bed with other females. There was one day when she came by the house with another female with a see-through skirt and black panties on. Robert introduced us. I extended my hand to say hi to her. She rolled her eyes and walked off. She was married to a guy in public announcement, Earl. She left her husband for R. Kelly. She did not know Robert was married. She finds out after she left her husband, after she's doing group sex, menage a trois, taking it in every hole, whatever she's doing for that album. She then finds out he's married with a kid. That's when she went ballistic. And then she also found out, I believe, he was having sex with her sister, Val, who was Rashana's mother. So Val is sneaking by the studio, getting some 12 play. Sparkle is coming by the house when Dria's not there. And, you know, Sparkle vowed to take Robert down. She set out to destroy this man just on that alone. If you listen to her interviews, she said they had some meeting out at the airport. It was Robert, her mother, her father, Val, her husband, and Rashana. If this is a business meeting, why is your family there? So that tells you there was some type of family turmoil. She wanted out of her contract. She was threatening to destroy Robert. And by then, the tape hadn't even been exposed. So I believe that was, she found out Val was sleeping with him. She found out he was married with a baby. She was doing anything to destroy him. She told her family, I'm leaving. You all better come with me. They were like, no, we're staying. Her brother-in-law was playing the guitar for him. Val was doing whatever she was doing. Rashana was in some sort of group with her sibling. So everybody was making money on the icon that is R. Kelly. And, you know, the females wanted to have sex with him. So it is what it is. It was just a messy situation.
Man.
Robert finally called KWAME. They've been trying to reach each other for months. So
yes, we have. We've been trying to get them to talk because I know he talked to Wack and everything, and so I know we was trying to get him to talk to KWAME. But I was.
Sharron said $14 million as well.
Well, that was.
Sharron, I'm gonna put your mic on mute real quick. It's giving feedback.
okay.
All right.